Morning everyone. Great to see you once again. I think you did not sleep well due to this COVID-19 effect and worried about your studies. But don't worry. After this thorough presentation, you definitely say that I am not falling behind in my studies. Let's see. Let us start the disinfection process. The contents are introduction with physical and chemical agents, requirements of disinfectant, the mechanism, and fourth one, factors affecting efficiency of disinfection. Introduction. It is the process of killing all impurities like pathogens or pathogenic microorganisms or bacteria. It is the first disinfection, impurities. Second, dissolved inorganic salts. Third, color odor test. And fourth, iron and manganese. These four impurities we have to remove in disinfection process, because we are not remove these impurities in a last process like aeration, sedimentation, flocculation or clariflocculation, or the last one we are already seen, that is filtration process. Thus, if these four impurities we remove in the disinfection process. Sterilization. Sterilization gives a total destruction of all bacteria. We are already seen sterilization process in the practical of MPL. In this practical, we are using all glasswares into autoclave at a temperature of 150 to 160 degrees centigrade in a water. After that, in a particular pressure, that is 1 kg per centimeter square, that is 1.05 kg per centimeter square, it will be pressurized at particular pressure. Now you understand that sterilization gives total destruction of all bacteria. After that, we can use all glassware for the practicals. Thus, sterilization is the good disinfection process. The disinfection process are achieved due to following points. That is, first point, to achieve sparkling and aesthetically attractive water or acceptable water. This is our aim. Second aim, free from bacteria, we need the water. Thus we avoid the injuries or public health in a correct way. Third point is free from excess minerals and poisonous materials. Thus we can achieve all these things in a disinfection process. Next. The next one is physical agents. First point, heat. Second point, light. Naturally we can get a light, sun, and artificially we can provide through the machines, that is providing the UV rays. Second, chemical agents. The first point is potassium permanganate. Second, ozone, which is used in hospitals. Third, chlorine, which is used in laboratories, swimming pools, or in water treatment plant. We are already seen. Fourth, iodine, which is used in water treatment or in a clinic. Fifth, bromine. Bromine also, it is a good disinfectant. Phenol, which is used in day-to-day life at home and clinic. 7. Acids and alkalis. Different kinds of acids and alkalis which are used in a chemical agent for a disinfectant. 8. Heavy metals and related compounds. 9. Soaps and synthetic detergents. 10. Hydrogen peroxide, which is used in cleaning to remove the dust and skin cleaning like dressings. 11. UV rays effective to kill inactive bacteria and viruses, etc. The requirements of disinfectant. First, it should kill all pathogens bacteria. That means whatever the 11 points of disinfectants you are already seen previously, that one of the use you can use at a time of as a disinfectant. Then if it will not be kill the all pathogenic bacteria, then our aim will be failed. Thus, you should choose a correct disinfectant to kill all pathogenic bacteria. Second, it must achieve possible fluctuation in composition, concentration, and condition of water and wastewater. That means you understand that in every seasons like June and July there is a heavy rainfall. Afterwards the rainfall is slow down. At that time you have to choose a correct disinfectant at the particular season or situation. Third, it must be at reasonable cost. That means if you are using some disinfectant like chlorine, right, it must be a reasonable cost. Third one. Fourth, it should be easy to handle, store, transport and apply. And we are already seen at the laboratory of college and water treatment plant. It is very carefully handle it. Fifth one, residual concentration must be determined easily and quickly. We are already determined our residual of chlorine. That means the practical number 4 gives you a correct aim of requirements of disinfectant. Sixth, residual concentration should be leave against recontamination after disinfection is over. Residual contamination if present, the disinfection is continue to kill. That means you have to care that at the user point our disinfectant working at the last moment. The mechanism. There are 4 mechanisms explains destruction or inactivation of microorganisms. 1. Damage to cell wall. Second, alteration to cell permeability. Third, change the colloidal nature of cell protoplasm. And fourth, inactivation of critical enzyme system responsible for metabolic activities. That means you understand that due to all these 4 mechanisms, we have to kill the cell wall, alteration of the permeability process, and those who are collision in nature of cell or particular protoplasm, we have to change it. And inactivation of critical enzyme system responsible for metabolic activities. What are the factors affecting efficiency of disinfection? That means what factors are affect the efficiency of disinfection? The first one is nature and concentration of organisms. Second, the nature and concentration of disinfectant. Third, temperature of water. Fourth, time of contact. Fifth, nature of physical agent, and sixth, nature of water to be disinfected. All these 6 points you have to keep in mind. Let's look at to the first point, nature and concentration of organisms. In nature and concentration of organisms, it is very simple phenomenon. If more time required for killing the organism, that means you just understand that more organism is present. Therefore, following expressions gives a light effect on concentration of organism. The expression is C raised to q, that is small q, multiplied by capital raised suffix r is equal to constant. Then, where C is equal to concentration of disinfectant, small q is equal to constant related strength of disinfectant, nr is equal to time required to kill constant percentage of organisms. Second, nature and concentration of disinfectant. Under this, depending upon the nature of disinfectant, it has been observed that the effectiveness of disinfection is related with concentration. That means concentration is very important, whatever the disinfectant you are using. The disinfection efficiency is equal to C raised to small n multiplied by small t, where C is the concentration of disinfectant, small n is equal to constant, small t is equal to time required to kill constant percentage of organisms. Third, temperature of water. Effect of temperature on the rate of killing follows by Van Hoff-Arrhenius relationship. It states that if increasing temperature, therefore decreasing death rate. Effect of temperature on the rate of killing follows Van Hoff-Arrhenius relationship is based on following formula, that is log T1 by T2 is equal to gives the capital E multiplied by T2 minus T1 divided by 4.56 T1 into T2, where E is equal to activation energy in calorie per mole, capital R is equal to gas constant, small t is equal to time required to kill, percentage at temperature T1 and T2 respectively. Fourth, time of contact. Observed that by observation, longer contact time is equal to greater disinfection efficiency. That means you understand that if your disinfectant are present through at the time of water treatment plant is added and reaching to the users requires 8 hours, that means your disinfectant are present at the time of after 8 hours. This is the time of contact. Fifth one, nature of physical agents. Heat and light gives good results for disinfection, that is UV rays are good disinfectants. Sun also gives you a good disinfectant at the time of aeration. Sixth, nature of water to be disinfected. The nature of suspended liquid carefully evaluated and NH3, iron and manganese disturb disinfection. That means NH3, iron and manganese, these are disturbing material for disinfection. Organic matter reacts with most oxidizing disinfectants and thus reduce effectiveness of disinfection. Just check it out, the core list of disinfectants. First, potassium permanganate. Second, ozone. Ozone is a very good disinfectant which is used in industry. Third one is chlorine. In day-to-day life, we are using chlorine in swimming pool. Iodine. It is also day-to-day life we are using as a disinfectant. Bromine is the another disinfectant. Phenol is also good disinfectant which is used in clinic and at the home. Hydrogen peroxide which is a good disinfectant and cleaning for skin.